Hello student, this is Suman Sharma from SVM Sinidi and this is the another video for class 6 of the chapter Fun with Magnet. In this video, we will study about the properties of magnet and how to make our own magnet. Here, the first slide is that the properties of magnet. We know that magnets are made up of some magnetic substances and magnets have some certain important properties and the attractive property is one of them. As you can see in the image that the magnet attracts a wrench and that wrench is made up of iron, which is a ferromagnetic material, and the magnet can attract the ferromagnetic substances like iron, cobalt and nickel. Here, the another point is that the magnetic property of pole is more than that the rest of the magnet, as you can see in the image. Here, the word pole comes. So, pole of the magnet are those regions where the magnetic property is maximum. Here, these are the poles where the magnetic property is maximum and the rest part of the magnet where the magnetic property is less. So, we can say that every magnet, whether it is big or small, it has two poles. First is the North Pole and second is South Pole. So, this is the some important term related to attractive property. Now, in the next slide, here the repulsive property. As you can see in the image that the like magnetic poles repel each other, means when we close or when we bring the north pole of one magnet to the north pole of the another magnet, then it repel each other. Similarly, when the south pole of one magnet bring closer to the south pole of the another magnet, then it also repel each other. So, we can say that the like magnetic poles repel each other. Now, in the third, the unlike poles, means the north pole and the south pole attract each other. So, these are the three terms related to repulsive property. Here the third is directive property. In this case, if we tie a magnetic needle, if we tie a bar magnet with a thread, then we observe that when we hang it freely, then this bar magnet always align itself in the north-south direction. So, according to its directive property, the bar magnet is used to find the direction at any place. So, these are the three important properties of the magnet. Now, in the next slide, compass. Firstly, we will know that what is compass and the construction of compass. Here, compass is a device which is used to find the direction at any place. And the compass is usually a small box which is covered with the glass on it. And inside the glass, there is a magnetized needle which is pivoted inside the box and which can freely rotate. And the compass has a dial with the direction mentioned on it. And this compass is used to find the direction or to know the direction at a place where we want to find the direction. And it is a magnetized needle, so the magnetized needle always aligns itself, or it always comes to rest in the north-south direction. To identify the poles of this magnetized needle, the needle is painted with different color. As you can see in the image that here one tip is painted with the red color, which is indicate the north pole, and the other indicates the south pole. So these are the some terms related to compass, and it is used to find the directions. Now, here in the next slide, we have to make our own magnet. In this, there are some steps which are written here. Here, firstly, we have to take a rectangular piece of iron, and the end of the iron bar is marked as A and B. Now, the second step is that we have to take a bar magnet. Now, in the third step, we have to place the one pole of the bar magnet near the one edge of the bar of iron. As you can see in the image that we have to place one pole of this bar magnet at the one edge of this iron bar. Now, in the next step, without lifting the bar magnet, we have to move this bar magnet like along the length of the iron bar till we reach the other ends. Now, after reaching this end, we have to lift the magnet and bring to the pole where we started, like this. And we have to repeat this procedure about 30 to 40 times. After repeating this process about 30 to 40 times, we have to check that the iron bar has become a magnet or not. For this, we have to bring pin or some iron fillings near the iron bar to check whether it has become a magnet or not. And we observe that the iron bar attracts that pins or some iron fillings, means it has some magnetic properties. So we can say that the iron bar becomes a magnet. Now, one of the important point is that the pole of the magnet and the direction of its movement should not change. We cannot change the pole of the magnet or the direction of its movement. Now, in the place of iron bar, we can also use the iron nail, needle or a blade, and we can also convert it into a magnet. So these are the some terms related to, or some steps related to become a magnet. Now, in the next slide, there are some disadvantages of making a magnet. Here, the magnet or the iron bar which has become a magnet, it will not be a permanent magnet, and the second is that it will not have a strong magnetization power. So these are the two disadvantages of making a magnet. Here, what are the advantages of making a magnet? So the most important advantage is that we can magnetize a substance according to our requirement. This is one of the very important advantages of making a magnet. Now, in the next slide, the topic is how to make a compass. Just like we have just studied that how to make a own magnet. Similarly, how to make a compass. So, in the first step that we have to take, or we have to firstly magnetize an iron needle using a bar magnet. Just the same case that is used in making our own magnet. Now, the second step is that when the needle is magnetized, so this becomes the magnetized needle. Now, we have to insert the magnetized needle through a small piece of cork or foam, as you can see in the image. And now, we have to place this cork in the water, in a ball or a tub. And we have to pay our attention that the needle does not touch the water. And when that magnetized needle is placed on the cork and that cork is placed in water in a ball or a tub, so that this acts like a compass and our own compass is ready to work. In this way, we can identify the direction by using our own compass. Here, as you can see in the image, this pole indicates the north and it indicates the south pole. So, when we use it in a compass, then it gives the direction of north and south pole, as the compass has the property that is the directive property. So, in this way, we can make our own compass. Now, the next topic is demagnetization of a magnet. Students, there are several methods to magnetize and demagnetize of the object. Firstly, magnetization. Magnetization is simply the process by which the magnetic substance attains the magnetism or magnetic properties. It can attain it permanently or temporarily. Now, the demagnetization. Demagnetization is the process of removing the magnetic properties of a magnet. The demagnetization can be done by several methods. Here, the first method is by hammering. So, hammering is the process to demagnetize the metals or demagnetize the magnet. If we hit a magnet by the hammer, as you can see in the image, if we hit the magnet continuously for some time, then the magnet loses its magnetic property. And as the magnet loses its magnetic properties, in this way, by hammering, the magnet can be demagnetized. Now, the another method is by heating. So, heating is the another method by which the magnet can be demagnetized. So, in this method, when we heated the magnet, then it loses its magnetism, or we can say that when we heated a magnet above a certain temperature, then the magnet loses its magnetism or its magnetic property. At that point of temperature, and that point of temperature is called Curie point of the material, to the point where we have to heat the magnet. So we can say that when we heated the magnet above a certain temperature, then the magnet loses its magnetic properties and it can be demagnetized. Here the third is that magnets become weak if they are not stored properly. So firstly, we have to keep the magnet properly. To keep them safe, firstly, the bar magnet should be kept in a pairs with their unlike poles on the same side. They must be separated by a piece of wooden board. And the two pieces of the soft iron in this way. This is the iron bar. The two pieces of the soft iron should be placed across their ends. So in this way, we have to keep the magnet safe. If we cannot do this, then the magnet automatically after the certain time loses its magnetic property and it can be demagnetized. So these are the some methods that how the magnet can be demagnetized. So student, all the topic of this chapter is completed and this is enough for today. Thank you so much.